The opening day of the season here, and kick-off isn't far away, about 4.5 hours or so away from kick-off against Bradford City, and it's time for another pitch update with Chaz, who of course has worked so hard on this pitch over the summer. Chaz, first thing to say really is, when we spoke to you last week, you promised that you wanted to make the pitch greener, and you've certainly done so.
That was where we wanted to be. I knew we want a few more shades of green and a bit more cover. It's still a very young pitch, but we are peaking just at the right moment, which is probably more by luck than judgment, as it's a unique pitch in that it's fibre sand on top of a very drained soil base, so it's got lots of drainage in it. And to be fair, even this week we can still see the drain lines in it, which is great. So they're working well. And we are halfway through our second cut of the day. Then one cut up and down first thing. And then we started the cross cut, and we've just decided that it's time to put the kettle on, because we don't need to get soaked, because you can see over the moors it's clearing up, and hopefully this will be the worst of the rain for the day. And with the pitch being fully drained now, we're quite comfortable about getting straight on it as soon as it stops and finishing our second cut.
Obviously, the glorious Devon summer that we've had this week, is all this rain, is it a bad thing, or is it a good thing for the pitch at this early stage of its growth?
Well, obviously sunshine and showers really. Wouldn't be surprised if the sun's out later. It was certainly out this morning at 6 o'clock. When I was getting the cricket pitches ready, which would probably mean a waste of time, because I doubt whether they'll play during in these conditions. But yeah, no, it's fine. Obviously, the only thing about this pitch is the more rain we have, the quicker the fertiliser goes through it, because it is a fast draining surface, which takes the nutrients with it. So we've got to obviously balance that out. But I had a delivery this week of fertilisers, so. And I've got plenty in stock, so as soon as we see it the colour start to change, we can get some more feed on it, and if I'm any good, I'll get it just before the colour changes. So it's about timings. Timings is everything, until the pitch gets a bit established, and till we get to Christmas really.
Obviously, the players have had 2 training sessions on it, and they've had a game in pre-season as well. Have you had any comments from anyone about the pitch? Because it certainly seemed to play well in our game.
No, to be fair, I said last season, I don't really want them commenting about the pitch. I want everybody commenting about football, and I think everybody's the same. My hope is that the fans will come in, and they'll feel proud of the place, and they'll walk in and go, "Wow, that's amazing! I'd love to walk on there." And knowing full well they won't be able to walk on there. And if a pitch looks really good, people show it more respect. And I, as a groundsman, appreciate that. Last year the pitch wasn't great, and the years I've been here, when people don't, you can't go up to them and say, "Get off my land," because they'll go, "Well, it's not very good." So, and you can't argue with that. So, but hopefully, a really good, smart pitch, beautiful colour, presented well, lovely white lines. Generates its own respect from everybody, not just the opposition, but also the fans. I want the Exeter City fans to be proud of St James's Park, not just the brand new stadium, but the pitch as well, and teams to come here and go, "Oh, that's a really good surface."
So what's the plan between full time here and today and Tuesday's game against Wycombe?
We're hoping, we got the volunteers back today, a team that were with me last year. I've got the nucleus of them back, and we're hoping to, at the end of last game, we did a scarify, which picks all the debris up, anything that gets kicked out, small amounts of stuff. So hopefully we'll scarify, and then we're probably just going to raise a glass at the end of tonight's game, just to sort of acknowledge the fact that we're up and running, and then it'll be cutting and marking out. Obviously, we've got Cat and Fiddle to prepare for them. They've got to train on that on Monday, so we can't just focus in here. And then Tuesday, we've got Wycombe Wanderers. I think Wycombe Wanderers is it? Yeah, they'll be here, higher level club, and let's let them go away with hopefully a disappointing feeling of a loss, but also having played here before over the years, they'll go, wow, that's a much better surface, and we won't be thought of as the poor relations as far as pitches goes.
Chaz, thanks a lot. So you've heard from Chaz there about the pitch for today's game, and don't worry, we're hearing a lot more from him throughout the season as well. 3 PM kickoff here against Bradford City. Grecians, it's time to come home.